All right, let's do this one more time. Hello, I'm the Shasta One, and hopefully I don't sound like a mic peeking robot right now, live on Twitch. Let's get back into it. I was trying to tell a story, and the internet was like, well, it wasn't the internet, it was my PC. Let's keep things local here. Let's assign blame where it belongs. And yeah, I don't know. I just had to change my audio source from default to my actual USB audio interface, and that seems to clear things up. So please let me know if I still sound like a horrific robot. I hope you stuck with me. And I hope your week is off to a great start. I'm kicking this off kind of early for my friends across the pond, across multiple ponds sometimes. So yeah. Happy Monday afternoon, evening, or Tuesday morning to you, wherever you are on this little old blue marble. That was my impression of like a polished, like, radio guy intro right there. Little old blue marble. Just a hint of existentialism there on your drive home. Maybe as you're getting ready for dinner or tucking away in bed. I'm Casey Kasem. What does that mean? Oh, I don't recognize that animation. What's up, Micah? Thank you for the 35 months of resubs. I basically I stream once a month now just so I can keep Micah's automatic resub going. Micah's actually my primary source of income. You guys would be shocked what $4 a month, what it takes to live off of $4 a month. It's pretty rough, but I get by. Oh, I don't even have the stick in chat pulled up. Let me pull up the chat. Okay, I didn't quite have the chat pulled up there, so I might have missed some of your greetings there. But I see Kokidoo with the Wolf Brand cans. Kokidoo, I hope you're having a good start to your week. I'm gonna see if I can pull up my chat on my phone too, because I got like this fancy little stand. Channel. I don't know how to navigate the Twitch app, bro. I don't know what I'm doing. Ah, who needs it? I got the comments right here to my left. I don't need to get fancy. Oh, there's some audio. Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good over here. I'm doing well. Superman does good. Sometimes I do good too, with a little help from my friends. Imagine myself as like a local superhero of Shastatown, USA. I don't know. I actually wouldn't be. I'm not big on the whole vigilantism thing. Anyway, welcome to my just freewheeling stream of consciousness. I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning to take Zeta to the airport. She's having a nice little vacation. And I'm stuck here in an empty house. I'm just, I get to play Bachelor for the week. Which, I gotta decide if I really want to play that up or if I actually want to, like, stick to something of a routine and take care of myself. Because I could be like, 5 days, no showers, nothing but delivery pizza, not leaving the house, absolutely no responsibilities, burn it down. Or I could be like, look how grown up I am by being, in my mid-30s. Wow, I've learned something. I don't know yet. Micah is afraid. He set his Prime membership not to renew. That's incredibly based. Get the hell off. Actually, you know what? I just removed Amazon from my Kindle. I think that was my last tie to Amazon. I just kicked him right off. I jailbroke that sucker. I felt like I was installing Rockbox on my Toshiba Gigabeat F40 in 2009. It was liberating. And I'm sure that my Kindle thanked me. My Kindle is now liberated. Kokidoo's learning violin. Violin may be my favorite sounding instrument. Something about just dragging catgut over some taut steel strings. Oh no, or horsehairs over catgut. No wait, tennis rackets were catgut. What are violin strings? I don't even know. I haven't got that close up to one. Oh no, we're not gonna get into that quite yet, Micah. That's like at least a 90 minutes into the stream conversation. Micah, really? Wait, this was this like grade school? I don't think I've ever associated violin with you. It's always like the acoustic guitar. Oh my god. I'm feeling weirdly amped up, and I'm afraid that like so there's a thing in stand-up comedy. If you start out with too much energy and like that's your floor. You kind of have like peaks and valleys, but like that is your floor. You don't want to get lower than when you the opening 5 minutes of your stand-up. And I'm afraid I'm gonna do that. I just got some strange energy today on this little lack of sleep, slightly manic pseudo bachelor status that I'm living in. Okay, so Micah did play in grade school. Bear with me here. This is such a new install of both Fedora and Minecraft that I haven't rebound my buttons. I drop items with my front thumb button. No one's interested in this. This ain't content. And I pull up my inventory with the back thumb button on my mouse. Which I can't. Where's the freaking E? I'm wearing glasses and I'm still blind. Depends on what string. The violin sounds so good. Kokidu, I like to imagine that you have one string out of the 4 on the violin that is your favorite. The other 3 you're like, I could take them or leave them, but that one string is gold. Just sounds so good. So Micah's mom would not pay for guitar lessons unless he proved he could learn an instrument. Bro, but like, isn't the violin so much harder? Like, I picked up mandolin because it's just violin without the hard part. It has actual marked frets. There's no like back and forth furious bowing action going on. Let's go say hi to Black Betty. It's been a while. Hello there. What's up, Balloon Fire? That was my Obi-Wan's out of practice, but I have spent a lot of time reading about Obi-Wan lately. Been reading The Secret History of Star Wars. I actually finished it. Am I going crazy or am I using the default texture pack right now? Where are my texture packs at? Oh, yeah. Because it's for a previous version of this version of Minecraft. Everyone shield your eyes. I was a little late on that. Micah started learning guitar in the 8th grade. Nice. I'm just trying to catch up here. I look like Obi-Wan. Yeah, you know, I've just been working on my Alec Guinness. I started Ewan McGregor when I started streaming in 2017, and I've been slowly working my way into my Alec Guinness era. Kokidu, it does sound fun to learn the violin. Anyone who pursues like any art, any craft, anything that flexes their own creative abilities, I'm going to cheer you on so hard. Kokidu, I feel like they say that there's no such thing as like, what do they call it? A polymath? Like someone who does everything. There's a specific word in English for someone who has learned everything that there is to learn on the face of the planet. And by the time that you're old, Kokidu, I feel like you're maybe the one person on the planet who could literally learn everything. at least when it comes to like arts and the creative, side of things. I'm not just blowing smoke. But more than a jack of all trades, a master of all trades. Like Kokidu's just gonna rock the violin and be like, all right, I'm bored. On to the next thing. Like, I literally can't get better at this. Oh god. Oh, none of these are sorted. Oh, this is awful. Oh! Physical pain! I think by the time that we left off last stream, though, I did move everything from our last home. I think I remember doing that. So now, I gotta tell you guys what I'm planning on doing here. I got, like, this very, short title. A castle on a hill. I just see, like, I just start building towers and maybe start walling it off up here. I think I'm going to clear all of this. All of this. And then just start building up here, you know? Just play with the land a little bit. Really what that means is probably just have a really uneven, unfinished basement. Just kind of hide the irregularities in height and all this dirt. I like this update. Micah got himself an old school wool hat. And it doesn't come with a hat band, so you're going to make your own. See, that's the kind of creative stuff I'm talking about, man. That's awesome. For those of you who are on the official Shasta Discord, Kokidu has shared a picture. Their new violin. I'm not as versed in violins as I am with like guitars and obviously drums. With those, I can be like, oh, that is a fine, fine instrument. Wow. Where like every time I see a violin, like you could put like a Stradivarius and a First Act side by side next to each other. I'd be like, looks violin-y. I bet that thing sings. But that does look like a nice violin for my very, very uneducated, you know, for my very, very uneducated self on violins. Do I still have this command working? Oh, I do. I wonder if that invite still works. Yeah, if anyone's new and wants to join the One Can Wolf Pack, that's the official Shasta One Discord. That's kind of where we all hang out between the streams. $323 FPS. You see, this whole if you give a mouse a cookie thing with PC building, it just doesn't end. Because I got a new graphics card. I was trying to explain this when I sounded like a robot at the stream before this stream. I went NVIDIA again. I got the 5070 Ti. Yes, it's awesome. It was 8 millimeters longer than the max graphics card that my dinky little case can hold, and yet it still holds it. It performs great. I know, I said I was going Team Red this next time. I was going to dip my toe in AMD graphics cards, but when push came to shove, I went with what was familiar and what also felt like, you know, a pretty good deal. But now that I have the new graphics card and I'm getting 300 frames in Minecraft, I'm doing this all on a 60 hertz screen from Dell. Like, this exact monitor is used in offices all around the world as like the cheap monitor. And it's a quality screen, looks great. It can just only show 60 frames per second. And I have no other, AAA dreams. No other big games that I want to play and show off their flashy graphics in 2025. I just want to see Minecraft be a little bit smoother. This is my money pit. So now I gotta buy a monitor, probably two. I don't know. And the question is like, do I do ultra wide? I'm gonna wait until after Christmas because Hey, sorry family, didn't get you any presents because I wanted to see Minecraft on a 42-inch ultra wide Samsung screen. And they'll be like, all right, that tracks. Better luck next year. Thanks, Shasta. The thing with violins is that a 400 euro and a one. How many zeros is that? 1 million euro one sound about the same, really. I've read articles before. I've read articles that say like, trained violinists can listen to like blindfolded Stradivari violin from the 1700s, and they can listen to like, just like a Gibson made one or whatever, just off the shelf, manufactured by machines nowadays, and they could not tell the difference. Maybe part of it's just like the sentimentality. It's a status symbol for sure, It's like having a, I don't know what you would say. It's like you only level up so much with sports cars and like what's road legal. Like, you can only drive so fast without the police pulling you over. It doesn't matter if you're in like a just big tank of a SUV versus like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. like, what's the point after that, you know? It's all about status and like vibes. And I get it because like you're holding the same neck, theoretically, that like people held 300 years ago to do the same thing that you're doing. Like I get the romanticism of that, and maybe there's like some unquantifiable just vibe to that. Like it inspires you to take some risks and to come up with new melodies that you wouldn't have otherwise would have because you're holding a Stradivari violin, man. But yeah, objectively speaking, it's the same thing as any old cheapo that you would find at Guitar Center. Where's that zombie at? Scared the crap out of me. Micah has 144 hertz, 27-inch 4K monitor with nothing attached to it in the garage. Oh my god. Oh, the excess. Micah, you've been very generous to me. I'm done getting secondhand hardware from you. Keep that one in the garage and find a use for it. I gotta spread my wings and be an independent man. And you know, whatever. I'll buy those screens eventually. Kokidu does need to change the strings and the bow on the violin. Balloonfire needs an extra M2 NVMe SSD, as the laptop does not have enough for uni data for a project. Woo! Dude, I would totally do that. Like, storage at least is affordable. I heard that, like, RAM, memory, went up in price pretty drastically, like, the week after I built this, this iteration of my Franken PC. But storage, that should still be pretty cheap, right? We're talking relatively speaking here. Oh, and I'm slowly catching up with chat. Chat's interacting with my rambles from 3 minutes ago at this point. Yeah, once you put so much money into something, you start wanting to justify it. I've definitely felt that with like cymbals and drum sets. Like cymbals and drum shells. Like I bought my DW Collector series, and it's like my dream drum set that I wanted since I was in high school. Like someday I'll have a big boy job and I'll buy this expensive drum set, and man, I'll just sound great. And unless I keep those suckers tuned, like every few weeks or so, they kind of just sound like my Pearl drum kit that was like $600 in 2007. You know, that's just, as my pal KP would say, that's just real talk right there. Real talk. I love that Kokidu puts like the, you know, the translation for Americans in the parentheses there. Found a violin from 1721, parentheses, older than America, but it had too many problems. I can get the money to fix it. You'd buy it. Oh my gosh, that'd be going in too deep. I would not be able to hold that instrument. I remember that a friend of a friend had a Lotus Elise sports car. Super fancy, like, sports car. In my podunk little Midwest town. I had just turned 16, and he showed up to this party with the car, and he was like, "Hey, Shasta, you wanna take it for a spin?" It was an automatic. It was an automatic sports car. And I just took one look at that thing and I glanced over at like the asphalt roads of my hometown and was like, "Nah, I'm good. I can't be trusted with that kind of responsibility. I'd be paying that car off for the rest of my life." And that's kind of how I'd feel, like holding a violin from the 1720s. Balloonfire takes RAM from the Uni server. Nice. I don't even know if that's a joke. Micah's laptop only has 256 gigabytes of storage because I refuse to get extorted by Apple. Yeah. Oh, 400 for a terabyte? Wow. That is pain. I do know the Toyota 2000 GT. Actually, in 2007, a long time ago, the son of my godparents, who I have always called my god brother. Very few people in my hometown have met my god brother. However, His favorite car in 2007 was the 2000 GT. And he adored it. I'm sure Toyota's updated it since then. Are you guys getting no audio from Minecraft? Is it just me? It is just me. What's going on here? Let's try this. You guys didn't even say anything. I mean, I know the stream isn't about Minecraft. It's just about just rambling and catching up, but now we have audio. Nice. Okay. Okay, 4 dogs. Do I keep clearing trees for this castle? That actually sounded like a yes. I was gonna guess that 2007 was before your time, Kokidu. But no. That is the year of the Lotus Elise and Kokidu. Oh, not the Lotus Elise, of my god brother's fascination with the 2000 GT. And I gotta say, it's a nice looking car. It's not even like the kind of car that I would associate with the Toyota brand. You know? The Prius had just launched, but they're also like, hey, let's throw some big muscle at this too. We're not just the Prius company. $800,000. Oh god. Woo! That's a painful one. Wow. All right, so I got chickens here, so I should probably start a chicken pit too. Or do I just keep clearing trees? I don't even know what Miku is. What Kokidu is. Oh, we probably shouldn't even be like that. That's one of those things that I just wouldn't share online. His birthdays. It's really easy to look that up, especially once you know your tax bit data has been leaked by hackers overseas, like mine has. But still, you know, anything that might be a security question on your financials, I just wouldn't share it. I don't know Miku. All I know about them is they're 2 days older than Kokidu. That's the only context. But Kokidu, I live under a really elaborate, very, very pretty rock. It's a lovely rock. I've never really considered getting out from under it. I just get dragged out from it screaming every so often by Zeta. She's like, come outside! Did you know there's a sun? No, I come out from outside my rock to go for a run around the neighborhood most days. You have a trick for getting me out from under my rock? Is that what's being said here? Good luck. Everybody's tried. The thing is though, like getting outside your comfort zone like that feels good. It's just it's just a matter of inertia more than anything else. Like once that ball gets rolling, it's pretty easy, personally. But it's just a matter of having the initiative and the gumption and all those other words. Oh, you have a trick to hide your identity online, but then I feel but is it the kind of trick that like once you share it online that kind of defeats the purpose of it? I do some of that, you know. Shasta's my alias. It's what I go by. And it's not really like to keep me anonymous. It's more that like just like, you know, my creative stuff online doesn't get tied to my real name on like a Google search. I just like to keep that world separate, you know? For me, it just feels a little bit cleaner. Hatsune Miku. That sounds familiar. Hatsune Miku. Is that Hatsune? Hatsune Miku? Oh my god. I was in Japan for 2 weeks and I never heard that combination of syllables. It sounds like a Japanese name. Hello, son. Hello, further. I don't understand Balloon Fire, but I'm here for the vibes. I know it's a reference to me saying I'm very rarely come out from under my rock and see the sun. I feel like this is something I should see. Okay, something Zeta and I have been doing is we have started going through our, like, must-watch movie lists. Like, we are consciously sitting down and watching movies that we've been told are culturally relevant. Basically, like, you know, in the United States, we have the National Library of Congress, and some things get added to the Library of Congress because they're, like, so deep in pop culture that you have to watch them. They should be preserved. That's the idea of it. We're kind of doing the same thing. It's a slightly different list, but I feel like there's probably a lot of overlap of watching these notable movies. So I watched Jaws for the first time last week. I think Zeta had watched Jaws when she was like a little girl. Probably of the age, you know, that you shouldn't be watching Jaws. I don't know. And then we also watched The Goonies. I saw The Goonies for the first time a few days ago. Hey, you guys! Yeah, that one. I finally get all those references. Also, I don't allow the mailman to come up on my porch anymore and put mail in the mailbox until he does the truffle shuffle. It's kind of bullying. I should stop doing that. It felt like bullying in the movie, too. It's like, man, just making that kid dance with his belly out? Come on, man. Oh, even looking up Koki2's full legal name is ungoogleable. That's powerful right there. Coco title. So many first names and birthdays. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Be chaotic. I like that. Yeah, I very rarely put my real birthday into things online. It's like, you know that joke with Steam where everybody was born on January 1st because, you know, no one changes it. They just change the year. I think my Steam birthday is January 1st, 1970. Just landed on the Unix epoch or epic. Epoch? Epic? Which is that? Micah says, The Goonies was a good movie that I haven't seen in decades, and I'm unsure how it holds up. There are some parts of it that super don't hold up. I mean, there was, what was it? There was a really uncomfortable line at the end of the movie where basically, like, they're in a cave, right? And this girl who's probably, like, 16, I don't know, she kisses someone in the cave. She thinks it's the guy her age that she has the hots for, and instead it's like this, you know, 11, 12-year-old protagonist. And at the end of the movie, she's like, you know, oh, in a few years or with a few years of practice, the rest of your body will catch up with your kisses. I was just like, the F was that? Ah! That's why I like spray her with a water bottle. That kid's like 11, bro. I think that was the most egregious part. It's such a freaking whiplash moment because what I loved about the Goonies is that it was basically like the games that my friends played at recess when we were that age. Like, that's the exact kind of thing. Like, oh my god, you know, Pirate's treasure map in the attic, and it's local, and we can explore this treasure map on our bikes, and we find the treasure and, like, you know, save our parents' house. Like, it's clearly not supposed to be based in reality. It is like a fairy tale set in then modern, like, 1980s America. And that's cool as hell, man. It's a movie that, like, invites you to suspend your disbelief rather than, like, trying to convince you. It's just like, doors open, bro. Doors open. Come on in. Suspend your disbelief. It's gonna be great. And I love that. I don't love the sounds of this witch. But, you know, we're good. Kokidu's anonymous year on Steam is often 2002. That's a good one. Jaws also held up. I didn't realize how little screen time the actual shark prop had in Jaws. I was tempted to call it the original Jaws, but apparently every Jaws sequel is utter trash and should be forgotten. So we're just going to call it Jaws here. I think we're all okay with that. Yeah, and I liked that about Jaws. I liked that it wasn't like, oh, that's obviously a like prop shark. Just, you know, you can tell. But it does so much like first person views where it's just like you see people's legs, you know, under the surface of the water. The camera is the shark's view and we're kind of like just living in it. I thought that was really well done. And one time where it's like, oh my god, that is clearly just like a shark fin. Well, spoilers for a movie that came out 50 years ago. There's one part where it's like, oh my god, it's obvious that's just like a shark fin on someone's back. And then that was like part of the plot of the movie. Like it was just some rambunctious kids. Damn you kids! Trying to scare people off with like a shark fin on their back. Kokidu says, being a child of the internet, it's weird being a quote adult now. Yeah. I don't know. I guess you're definitely more of a child of the internet than mine and Micah's generation is. But like, I don't know. I had dial-up. Had dial-up from like 2nd grade on. I had a PC computer lab in my grade school that had Windows 95 machines. Those were not connected to the internet, but you know, we had Encarta. I had internet at home. Played Delta Force 2 in 7th grade. That's a while ago. Oh, that's sick, Micah. Micah tried and succeeded in electroplating the first time today. Nickel-plated a copper pipe to make your steam wand? What is a steam wand? Like a wand that like, pew, pew, psh, like shoots out steam, or it's like or like valves steam? I don't understand, but electroplating is cool as hell. I haven't electroplated since like, I think I did that in college chemistry as well as high school. Kokidu, unfortunately, like, if I had my way, I would not run any ads, and I would just rob Amazon of just all that. And then they would promptly kick me off their platform because I'm not, you know, making Daddy Bezos any money. But, like, unfortunately, that's just kind of how it is. Twitch has the eyes. They have the market. Oh my god, Witch, just like attack me. Stop chuckling. Oh, Steam Wand for espresso machines. I should have known that. That makes sense. It's what the Steam Wand is, what allows you to make that silky milky for lattes. Nice. At first, the case of your new PC looks tantalizingly electroplatable. Wonder if those two words have ever been used together. Surely, tantalizingly electroplatable. That's true. Yeah, you know, I'm in dire need of an editor. I think that's what's fun about Twitch, is that I am a heavy self-editor when it comes to like creating write-ups. My race write-up is done, by the way, for the Wolverine 100. It is posted on the official Shasta 1 Discord. And it's a lot of fun to edit myself, but it's also a lot of fun just to like absolutely not edit myself and see what comes out. And it's a very inefficient form of communication, because I could have just definitely summed up 2 minutes of the stream with, I had dial-up, I was a child of the internet. Oh, My alarm's going off, and I have a dryer, a clothes dryer that does not stop when it's done counting down. So, I'll be right back. Less than a minute. Less than a minute. Run an ad now, Jeff. Run an ad. All right. No one do crime. No one burn things down. Chaos time. Or story time with balloon fire. Let's go. So I did indeed have to stop my laundry. It was dry. The time that we found that out that this machine was a little defective, some of Zeta's socks became like toe socks. No, not like 5-finger toe socks, but like the sock can only fit on one toe. It wasn't quite that shrunk, but it was pretty heavily shrunk. My God, we are doing work. Sandapants! Hello, what's up? Guess what I'm doing? That's right, the same thing I've been doing for the past 12 years. Playing Minecraft. It doesn't get old, folks, at least on this side of the screen. I'm clearing trees just like I did back in 2010. Back in my day, we didn't even have this tree variant. And when it was introduced, it was wild. My God, could you imagine 2 different types of wood? This one's gonna be a slightly lighter shade of brown. Whoa, it's gonna change everything. Yes, you do, Sandy Pants. And may I suggest single-player hardcore worlds to make things spicy. And there's Kokidoo right on time with the "You're old" comment of the day. Kokidoo indeed was 7. I had more hair back then, and it was less gray. Alas. But I also couldn't grow a beard back then, so who's the real winner here? Easy mode all day. I mean, Sandy, I need a fix. Like, I need something that gives me a little rush. You know, like cutting down trees in the daytime and never experiencing the horrors of night during hardcore mode. I just need a little rush like that, you know? I just need to feel alive. Kokidoo, I can let you in on a terrifying secret. You will always feel young and old at the same time. And it does not matter what your age is. For my generation, Blink-182 is what's my age again? It is just ever relevant. There's a word I was reaching for there and I didn't quite find it. So we're gonna stick with ever relevant. Look at all this space. Okay, here's how we're doing this. Oops. This could be my little chicken pit. I'm gonna keep my bow out just in case something ambushes me. Nice. Got myself a spruce trapdoor. But also, let's see if we can coax some grass down in here. That'd be good. Micah's dad's been visiting for the week, so he took him on a hike yesterday to see the mountains. Oh, that's awesome for him. Now my hips are stiff and achy, so I'm feeling extra old. Man, I did some damage to my right foot when I ran 100 miles last month. Like, it still kind of hurts sometimes, and it's stiff in the morning. So now I'm like, did I just like permanently lightly damage my foot? Is this ever gonna get better? David at Dentist 2012 memes. Is this forever? That's kind of how my foot's feeling right now. But then I'm sitting here like, how am I supposed to do like 2.5 times that distance in May without like destroying my feet forever? I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna go explore that cave. I swear there was a second chicken around here. Oh, there he is. No. Come along first. Oh, hello, second chicken, who is even closer. I think I'm gonna have to switch to my bed here real quick. Kokidoo fell quite hard 2 days ago. Now you feel fine? Oh, yeah. You know, when you're that age, you just bounce. That's the time to take up skateboarding. Ugh. I was just saying a few days ago how much I miss skateboarding. I used to skate pools, man. I was cool and hip in an 80s kind of way in the 2010s. So, you know, not very cool or hip. But still, it was pretty rad. Right now, I don't do it. Well, I still could, like, pool skate, just because, like, I don't want to sabotage my running. I got priorities now. Okay, chicken pit complete. It's now making eggs. I don't want to organize all this crap. The more I put it off, though, the worse it gets. Kokidoo's never broken a bone yet. Needs to do that before it's too late. Oh, trust me, Kokidoo, it's never too late to break a bone. How many people statistically go through life without breaking a bone? And how boring is their life? You gotta live on the edge a little bit. You know? If you are physically capable to generate enough momentum to break one of your own bones, I'll amend it like that. I'll say that everyone should break a bone at least once in life. That just means you're finding your limits, your physical limits. Hopefully you're not like breaking a bone in like a bar fight or something. Micah took a pretty sick panorama photo. Oh, hell yeah. Shared it in the art channel, the Discord. Oh, but Sandy Pants. The pinky toe is the freaking worst, though. Oh, God. That pinky toe, breaking that hurts to think about because it's just so little. It seems so breakable, and also since it's on your foot, it's vulnerable. Pinky toes feel uniquely vulnerable, like walking around a corner in a dark house. Ah! Aha! Yeah, I know Mike has broken a bone or two in his day. Just broke everything at once. Go big or go home. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. It's just like, it feels like the very edge of the Great Plains and the Rockies just meeting. It's pretty. Ah! Mike is sharing pictures that make me want to just hang up the headset and go run. Hey, what's up, Zeta? Zeta's not in the house, so I decided I had to stream. Just join Never Broke a Bone and you'll break your bones that night. It's guaranteed. What do they know? What do they know? Wow, that was loud and violent. I'm here for it. Okay, I said I was gonna explore that cave. Let's offload all this crap and let's go get scared. Oh my god. I just need to organize all this. What am I doing? But it's not fun. Balloon fire broke the bone once. Micah's broken lots of bones. Just not mine. I like that. Oh my god, I have so many. Now, where'd I put those sticks? Yeah, those sticks are coming with me. Oh boy, what's the highest I've ever fallen? Dang, that's a good question. My first thought is like off of a skateboard half pipe. I've had some pretty gnarly falls there. So probably like, I don't know, 4 meters? 12 feet? I've put myself at risk for much bigger falls, but fortunately everything's worked out. I was young and reckless once. Those were the days. Now my idea of reckless is exploring a cave in hardcore Minecraft. Oh, look at this little guy. I ain't scared of you. Get up here. Ah! I was trying to protect the bats. I would say that 2 stories is a lot. That seems like I would not enjoy falling 2 stories. That's like 20 feet. Ugh. "20 feet only sounds appealing to Quentin Tarantino. I ain't interested in 20 feet. That's a pretty far fall. I can't see a thing. I'm in danger. Do I got my brightness on my usual 50%? Oh, I am enjoying sodium. I could be convinced to buy you a coffee at some point. Just not here. Not on stream. Where's brightness? It is on 50%. I'd say that's a good plus, Kokidu. Just walking away with a hurt hand after falling a couple stories. How'd you fall a couple stories anyway? I feel like there's got to be a story there. At least 2. Ba-doom-tsh. Alright, I got some coal out of the deal. That's not too bad. Why is this telling me to craft wooden planks? Like, I don't even have wood, bro. Why is that up there? What? Zeta suggests there was a pusher involved in falling 2 stories? Curveball. This feels like a detective mystery. Oh, okay. Where's he at? It's so dark. Why can't I see this? Is my monitor dark? Do I have night mode on? I do. Oh, that looks so much better. Wow. Night mode is pretty drastic. Yeah, night mode doesn't come across in the stream. It's purely just applied to my monitor, thankfully. Kokidu is on the side of an old stone building, and the stone that they were on fell, with Kokidu standing on it. That's some, like, Wile E. Coyote Looney Tunes kind of thing. I'm gonna get reckless. Aw, man. I should have brought a door. This is one of those submerged caves. Yeah, Gnome's night mode was on. So my screen was very red and very dark. Wow. Spam in the chat? I am offended. Banned. All right, let's figure out where these skeletons are. Oh, never mind. Found him. Kinda. Where you at, buddy? I only have 15 arrows, so I gotta play this kinda smart. Which, you know, I don't do. Micah, I don't understand what's going on with that tooltip. It never leaves. Got him. Oh, I'm 3 for 3 on the arrows. Feels good, man. Oh, I'm gonna get an arrow back? I'll take that. Recipe boom. I hear a second zombie, and it might be a child. Wait! Give me my arrow back! Oh, it's a villager. I don't have the means to convert you, sir. So I think I'm gonna have to kill you. Just be all apologetic about it, you know? Go, fight the child. That's what I'm best at. You know, every single person, I firmly believe, is the best at something in the entire world. And I think I'm the best on the planet at fighting children. I can't just put him in a box, because, like, I'd have to name him. He would just despawn. Oh, I can put him in a boat. Whatever. He's too far down. I don't care. Yeah, I need to change the name of my Twitch channel to Shasta, Children Fighter. That's just my forte. I'm so tempted to clip that. What can I say? I'm just feeling a little off the wall this afternoon. More like on the wall. Holy cow, we made our way down. That's right, Balloon Fire and Koki-Do are no longer in danger. I am an ace child fighter, but once you age up into legal adult territory, you suddenly have the edge and could probably beat the shit out of me. I'm too old for you. That's what Leo said. Womp womp. Uh-oh. I just heard the ICQ notification. Uh-oh. Something like that. Oh, Ayo. Now I get it. Sorry. I'm a children fighter, not an interpreter of text. Y'all, I'm saving and quitting to title. I'm gonna come back in. I gotta see if I can get rid of this craft wooden planks. There we go. I was worried that I was gonna get burnt into my monitor. Ah, R.I.P. the You've Got Mail guy. I think he just died not too long ago. Within the past couple of years. Maybe like 2022. Hey, Random Swee. I am having fun. Oh my god, we all have to talk about Valve's new hardware. I'm so amped about that. So first, I'm having fun. I'm exploring a cave underneath what will be my new house / castle. Currently battling it out with a skeleton somewhere. Where'd you go, buddy? I have so many opinions about Valve's new hardware. The Steam Machine is back, and it's not shitty! Was that him? That's the zombie. Where'd the skeleton go? Let me make sure I'm relatively safe here. What's Random Swede, what's your read on Valve's new hardware? Got you excited? Interested perhaps? Or like meh? The Gabe Cube. I love how the entire internet just immediately agreed that yes, this is the name of the new Steam machine. It is the Gabe Cube. I was thinking the same thing, Micah, because we need a home theater PC. Zeta, listen to me. We need a home theater PC. Just trust me on this. And I don't even know the price of the Gabe Cube Steam machine yet, but it's so little. It's dare I say cute? You can put any faceplate you want on it? I mean, come on. Oh, found the skeleton somehow. Where are you, bro? So I'm definitely getting the Steam controller when it comes out, which it sounds like all three are coming out the last week of February, which is also what the Steam machine did, or Steam Deck did back in 2021. So last week of February, maybe first week of March. Random Swede is looking into the Steam frame and Steam controller. I am actually shocked by how interested I am in the Steam frame. I thought, like, I poo-pooed VR. And I still kind of do. But the fact that, like... Alright, hey, Kokidoo, I respect you for going to bed at a reasonable hour. Just 40 in the morning. So, sleep well. Hope you can get some good sleep. Hope that goes for all of us tonight. I know, and Steam for ARM? Yeah, the frame is running full SteamOS on an ARM chip, and they also have an ARM translation layer that their Windows translation layer is running on top of, which is crazy. And granted, the ARM to the x86 to ARM compatibility layer, there's like a 20% performance hit. Where is this guy? Is he up there somehow? Like, I don't understand. I don't want to get too close that I would definitely die. Oh my god. If he just shot me right there, that would have been the game. I gotta get out of here. Yeah, there's like a 20% performance hit of the x86 to ARM compatibility layer right now. But the fact that it's a thing, so cool. Oh, look at that. It's a mine shaft. That zombie's holding something. Yo, we gotta get down there. And, okay, Steam frame. So it's all in one. There's a PC built in. It's like a super light VR headset. Very light. So, like, I tried on the, what was it? The Valve Index, their previous iteration of the VR hardware. and it's like so like front heavy. It's just heavy in general. I didn't like it, but having this all built in one, you literally just slip it on and you're playing. You're in. That's awesome. I don't even need monitors anymore. It's just like I got the virtual monitors in front of me. That sounds kind of dope. Like suddenly with that kind of thing, you have my interest because it's just untethered. Apparently the streaming from your PC to that device is basically like multiple people from multiple channels who reviewed it couldn't even tell. Like no discernible latency, input latency from wireless, which is crazy. I feel justification to buy the entire ecosystem because I have a purpose for each in my mind. The easiest to justify is the Steam controller because I literally have held off buying a PC controller for the past 4 years because I knew that I didn't know. I was almost certain that this iteration of the Steam controller was eventually going to show up. You got to do it with how popular the Steam Deck is. You got to be able to replicate that control scheme while dodging. I emailed Gabe about that, and it was not a creative idea at all. I just wanted to let the guy know that I'm another data point that is interested in a Steam Deckified Steam controller. Please and thank you. Propaganda from Balloon Fire. If you already come to the uni, do stuff and not just procrastinate the entire day. That's not productive. Real. Oh, I remember those days. Also, did you know that basically you can edit photos in Python and you do not need all the Adobe stuff? Actually, yeah, that was a programming exercise for me back in my my college days. I had to code a basic photo editor. I think that one was in C++, if I remember right. But yeah, absolutely can do it in Python too. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting into the land of cave spiders and skeletons. Hey, buddy. Oh, I need those arrows back. Oh, he's just gone. Wow, that is dark. Oh, I do love that too. Micah says, I love the Steam PC's marketing. They say, it's a PC. Your PC and you can install whatever you want. You see, Zeta? Listen here. That sounds like a reasonable argument at face value. However, PowerEdge R740 servers are extremely loud. And I don't want to deal with all of their bullshit. No, it's a 740. All right, thanks for stopping by, Balloon Fire, and I appreciate the propaganda, man. Have a good night. But, Zeta, home theater PC, so I don't have to plug my laptop into the TV to watch movies on our list. Does that not sound appealing? And it's a games console, so, like, we could just sit down and play Stardew Valley on the couch. Oh my god. You wouldn't even be able to hear, like, those nice musical notes of Stardew Valley. You just hear... Brrrr. There's a reason why I haven't touched that thing. There's a few reasons, actually. I'm scared of it. Woo! That is a good question. That's a real... I've seen some debate online already, Random Swee. Random Swee asks, how much are you willing to pay for a Steam controller and a Steam frame? For the Steam controller... Take a sip of my non-alcoholic beer. I'm like 320 days sober, y'all. I'm coming up on a year. It would definitely be like in a garage or an attic. Just somewhere that is probably not an attic because it's not insulated and air conditioned. Get pretty hot up there. Save on home heating. Let me see. How much would I be willing to pay for a Steam controller and Steam frame? I have to pause the game and ponder this. I think for the controller, I mean, there's a lot of boutique controllers out there going for stupid amounts of money. God. 120 USD, probably, for the controller. Because, like, it is fancy. It's got those fancy post Hall Effect joysticks, the next generation of, like, magnetic joysticks. It's got, like, capacitive grips. The joysticks themselves are capacitive. Touchpads. There's a lot of expensive things in there. And, you know, things are not getting cheaper here in America. So I'd put it about 120. That'd be my guess. And I'd buy it. Because that would hopefully... I like that it takes AA batteries, so I can just pop the same rechargeables I've been using since 1,000 years ago. It'd pay for itself in batteries. That's what I'm telling myself. That's how I'll justify it. And then the Steam frame, it's going to be less than $1,000 because that's how much the index was. And they said they're shooting for less than the index. I'd do the Steam frame maybe if it was like 800. And after I let my budget heal, like I built a whole ass PC over the course of 2 months. I gotta let my tech budget heal a little bit. So probably wouldn't buy it immediately. I'm definitely one of those guys who like I gotta wait for the reviews, you know. So I'd probably pick both up eventually, and I'd get the Steam controller first for sure because I've just been waiting on that. Micah's numbers, his max he wants to pay for each would be controller 85. Dude, that would be like a pipe dream for me. That'd be a dream. I don't know about a pipe dream. I can see it being possible. That's not the right phrase. See a skeleton. But frame 700. Oh yeah. Maybe I think 800 probably would be my minimum guess. But for $700, I would cop it. And see, I actually think that the cube is going to be a little cheaper than 800. Not by much. Maybe like 700 to 750 would be my guess. But I'm just spitballing here. I would not be surprised if you were bang on. Just waiting to hear that awful cave spider sound and just poop my pants live on stream. A lot of skeletons roaming around in here. I wish I'd seen like the footage of that, Micah, of you running a server in your living room. That all those fans going. Ah, that'd be so good. Hey, buddy. Oh, let's knock him up in that. Oh. Is the Steve getting hurt sound a little more like gender neutral now or what? That's definitely like... It's not the usual Steve grunt. Yo, has anyone made it like an audio pack for Minecraft where all the sounds that Steve makes is just sounds from Jack Black in the Minecraft movie? Because they should, and our friend Thor the Viking should definitely play that audio pack. Because he loves Jack Black. Everything about him. Yo, we found our name tag. All right. A lot of lapis lazuli for a Killberry in there. $10, 12 terabyte drives all spinning at once. Oh my goodness. I agree with you, Random Swee. I think the frame is going to cost more than the Steam machine. That would be my guess. It's just so much tech packed into Itty bitty live in space. Man, Micah, Killberry messaged me earlier today. It was 7 years ago that y'all were last in Shasta Town, USA. 7 years! Was that the last time? Anyway, 7 years ago, y'all were over here in Shasta Town, USA for Bigfoot Fest. So we're trying to work something out. Either Zeta and I need to make a trip out there to lovely Colorado, or y'all need to find your way back in Shasta Town, USA. I am shocked I haven't found cave spiders quite yet. That's a good spooky one. What is this? Oh, found him. Here's how I die. Yep. Yep. Just wall that off real quick while I make some more torches. Just doing this for my own safety here. Yeah, I can see the spawner. I'm disregarding my own advice. Woo! I don't know where it is, but it's close. That'd be so cool. Oh. Dang, that hurt. I've got a... Problems above me, yeah. I have a question for Random Swee, Micah Ilberry, and the tech-minded folks in the chat. Hang on, I got a little distracted by that skeleton. I gotta make sure I... Who do you think the market for the Steam Machine is? Like, who is the gamer that Valve has in mind with the Steam Machine? I'm trying to... There's some diamonds up there. I'm trying to figure out what the target market is. Anyone who will pay. Ah! Oh! This is my forte. Let's go. Beat up the children. I'm the best at this. I'm the best at this. Get out of my house. There's more diamonds. Oh my. Is there a zombie spawner back there? My goodness. Listen to them all. Oh! Shit! I don't like it. My goodness. They're just all over me, and I just don't know where. Hey, buddy. This is actually really stressful. I got the volume up in my headset, so they all sound like they're just right on top of me. Okay, that skeleton is just a pain in the butt. I don't like that sound. That's a lot of spiders. Oh, there's diamonds hiding behind that too. Yo. Oh my. I don't have fortune yet, but I'm feeling quite wealthy. Crap, I was about to say, where were those first diamonds? Another 8 spot? Holy cow, y'all. So Micah's answer to the question is he thinks the Steam Machine's market is the console gamers and casual PC gamers who want to leave their game room every now and then. Yeah, I could see that. I was thinking, like, it's gonna be priced higher than a console, for sure. Look at these guys. Hey, fam. Right, Zeta. Like that's the turd in the punch bowl of my reasoning too. It's like that is what the Steam Deck is for. Now, granted, the Steam Machine is 6 times more powerful than the Steam Deck, so it's a standalone performance upgrade. But it's almost like, why not just do Steam Deck 2 and put that RDNA next generation platform in that, and just encourage the dock and release it with the controller. Oh, are you kidding? Well, I'm clearly not with the times. The PlayStation 5 Pro is $700? Ouch. Gosh, if that's the case, then, I mean, heck, maybe it is a console competitor, and I just don't know what I'm talking about. What am I doing? Am I okay? I'm okay. You're not children, but I'll still beat you up. Probably the spiders down here. Wow. Oh, okay. I bet that's where all the big bads are. I'm stressed while playing Minecraft and thinking about Steam machines. I found this at my local, just like, you know, beer store, liquor store, Beero. Apparently it's Tom Holland's, Spider-Man's, non-alcoholic beer brand. They had a variety pack. Gotta say, it's pretty good. I think I would have shied away with it if I knew it was like, you know, a celebrity brand, but it tastes good. All right, say hi to Chuck for me. See you, Zeta. Oh! More zombies. Oh, that looks nice. More diamonds, let's go. Fine, I'll hydrate and I'll leave it unpaused even. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Woo! All right. Damn, this place just has diamonds left and right. I'm here for it. Up to 47 diamonds, and I have full diamond armor and a tool set. So, man, we are rolling good. I did not forget about that chest back there. And go back to that in a second. I should have brought a bundle, but then again, I didn't know there was a freaking mine shaft down here. Hey, there's a creeper. Where's this go? Oh my goodness. I gotta go back for those diamonds, otherwise I'm never gonna get them. Ah! Random sweet. Oh, wait. You know the rules. So do I. Gotta hydrate. Cheers, buddy. Hydrating unpaused. Yeah, so Micah thinks it will be a console competitor, and then you have the versatility of PC gaming over consoles, where there are more exclusives and subscriptions to even play online. Yes. Oh my god, random sweet. I'm gonna have to pee. Cheers. Another 750 bowls of chili in the chat. Woo! I tell you what, though, that Shasta Town water, that just hits different. That's the good stuff. I just didn't know that consoles were that expensive now. That's crazy. I got pulled into the YouTube algorithm last night watching this video about the, it's basically a video essay about the undoing of the Xbox One, how they had like that disastrous launch. Like, we have an offline Xbox experience. It's called the Xbox 360. Just absolute pain to watch. It's been long enough now that I forgot the details of it. So, factually, it was an interesting walk down memory lane, but it was written and presented in this, like, over-the-top, trying to be engaging perspective that was, like, very console-centric. Didn't mention PCs at all, because it's, you know, all about the console wars, and Xbox versus PlayStation, and to a lesser extent, Nintendo. And, like, it's just painful, the amount of just console tribalism and hype and all that bullshit. And then PC is up here just, you know, puffing on its pipe and its smoking jacket. Just being above all that. He was like, Xbox did this revolutionary thing by introducing backwards compatibility, which means your games library is not dependent on your hardware. That's crazy. And I was like, that's all PC's ever done since 1985. Maybe I'm still a little PC master racy, I don't know. I never went back and got that chest. Dang. Wonder if I can find it. Micah thinks Xbox might be dead with the new PS5 being $750, Switch 2 is $450. I think the Steam hardware can compete on price nowadays. You're kind of selling me on that, because I was just going off of vibes. I was not checking the market. Wait. Wait. Is that the warden? That was not a warden sound, was it? Guess who's turning captions back on? I don't hear anything now. Maybe it's just like a one-off spooky cave sound. Zeta's last words. Hardly anyone buys for a single ecosystem anymore. I don't know. I kind of feel like brand loyalty is still like a big thing in this this market. Again, that's just vibes though. Like what do I even know anymore? Nothing. I don't know shit. I have so much rotten flesh. Oh my god, I've killed so many zombies. I gotta... Okay, I'm gonna light this up. Just, don't mind me, just checking the ceilings. He's close and in my left ear. Oh my god, he's gotta be close. I can build a pretty cheap XP farm, which is why I'm leaving those spawners there, despite the fact that their product can pretty easily kill me. Eerie noise, love it! Love it! Hola, diamonds! Gotta be coming up on a stack. 53? Let's go. I don't know. I just hope all the Valve hardware does well. Not a perfect company by any means, but man, the amount of Linux support that they've given over the years, unmatchable. Micah thinks gamers still buy for exclusives. God of War, Ghosts of yada yada, Zelda, Mario, Halo, etc. Nintendo seems to be the only one sticking to their guns on exclusives. Yeah, because most of the PlayStation, Xbox Ones have made it to PC. Which has been so nice for me, because I bought a Switch, and it's not like I fully regret the Switch, because, you know, I played the Zelda games. I know you can emulate them. Whatever. Ethics. I don't even know what's ethical anymore. My God. But anyway, I can't see myself ever buying a console again. It's just, I tried again with the Switch. And it's just so clear that you pay a discount up front so they can just nickel and dime you to death over the course of years with everything. Online subscriptions, you know, more expensive full price games that, you know, if I'm gonna get a digital only copy of something that I can't resell, at least give it to me at a discount. They don't do that. Hey, buddy! Wait, where did you come from? Okay, so there were 3 of them. Okay, maybe that's my sign to turn around. I found a loop. Yo, I'm about to break my pickaxe. Thank goodness I have like a stack of diamonds. Awesome. That seems dangerous. Oh, no spiders will spawn there because it's all lit up by the lava. Feel pretty good about that. Micah says, which is great for the Steam hardware. I keep buying Nintendo hardware to play the latest in the Zelda because he loves his game so much. Until Nintendo puts another one out, definitely won't buy the Switch 2 and want to stop buying their stuff altogether. It's like it's just getting harder and harder. You know, there's the enshittification argument. Oh, no, I've gone over that too many times already. That it's a thing. Of course it's a thing. It just seems like it's getting harder and harder to find, like, hardware and software platforms to, you know, put a little faith into. I think just the idea of the market is that everything will break your heart eventually. Including Valve. Even looking past, you know, their digital gambling that they kind of introduced to the PC market. Everyone will eventually let you down. And that's just a hard truth of it. I guess that keeps you exploring, keeps you jumping from platform to platform, not getting too calcified in who you want to give your money to. But it breaks my heart every time, man. Why has nothing been coming out of those spawners? I don't understand. I just need to get out of here. I just need to get out of here. And I need more torches. Just leave, Shasta! Oh, shit. Not poisoned. That was dope. There we go. Do I have anything I can merge, get rid of? Tough. Don't want anything to do with that tough. Tough stuff. Alright, that was a little excitement. Not bad, though. Like, I feel like I held my own there. That might have been the first time I've taken on a cave spider and not gotten poisoned. I was prepared to, like, dig myself a little panic room, you know? Close myself off. Hyperventilate in the dark a little bit. Suck my thumb. But no. I took on those spiders like they were children, and I beat them up. Yeah, we are on our way out of here. What else? What else? What am I working on? After this stream, in my this bachelor evening that I am on, in the absence of Zeta, is an ad playing right now? Is that what this banner means? Pre-roll ads are disabled for 11 minutes. Anyways, what am I doing? I am building my Cocodona 250-mile training plan in my Garmin calendar. And basically just plotting out every single workout that I'm going to be doing to build my broken body back up to run 250 miles in the desert next May. It's 24 weeks away, and that number does not sound like much to me. I know it's almost half a year. It's under half a year, and that's getting scary, because basically I functionally had to take a month off just because, like, I've had IT band issues after the race, and my aforementioned, like, just permanent foot pain I got going on, which is subtle, but not subtle enough for me to feel good about it, you know? I gotta start organizing this shit. Maybe I should do that off stream. How many empty boxes do we have? Not a lot, but we got 10 boxes right here. Let's go. Oh. $250 miles feels more possible after I did 100. I finished 100 and felt like I had more to give, which is kind of crazy. I think that I could have taken in more fuel and probably avoided my crash between miles 75 and 95. If I'd been more proactive with caffeine and fueled with more than 75 grams of carbs per hour, I think I could have ran it faster and could have ran longer, which is really exciting for Cocodona. But then again, this was a flat course, and Cocodona involves climbing Everest 1.5 times. Great! I love doing these things. I like the way that you phrase this question, Random Sweet, because it forces me to not be just this blind Valve fanboy and try to, like, look at things a little more objectively and critique Valve's new hardware. It's tough for me because, like, I am such a hardware ignoramus. Like, the way I've been out of like console prices, I'm also just kind of out of the PC game too. So let me see if I can do this well. What's good and bad with Valve's... Let's start with the controller. It's really easy for me to praise the controller because I'm really hyped with it. I have talked to people online who don't like it, and I think it's just like they were so burnt by the original iteration of the Steam controller that they're just like, that looks like a giant monstrosity. But what they don't understand is that the ergonomics of the Steam Deck are so good in my hand. Like, everything is just right underneath my thumb, and that is awesome. And all this is just the same control scheme, just angled in a little bit because there's no weight of a screen in the middle. It makes more sense for it to be slightly angled in and a little more compact, in my opinion. The buttons on the back look kind of small. I don't know if you feel that way as well, Random Sweet, but instead of being like the big fat bumpers, they're just like these little circles that they're supposed to sit under your ideal finger locations. I guess we'll just have to see how that shapes out. I'm a little skeptical of those back buttons. Everything else though, it's like it's a Steam Deck controller. So everything else I'm pretty happy with. Theoretically, again, we'll have to see how the reviews shake out. It could just be an absolute disaster for all I know. Now, Steam Frame, it sounds like a good approach to an imperfect technology that I've never been super hyped on. I've just never been too crazy about VR. It's fun as a gimmick, but it's tough when I see it as a gimmick, and it's also like the cost of its own PC, you know? So it's tough for me to justify VR as an entire platform, which in turn makes it tough for me to justify the Steam Frame. So I think that I'm still reluctant when it comes to the VR experience, and I'll see if they can win me over. I have my doubts. So my critique of the Steam Frame is less on the hardware itself and more just like the entire idea of VR and whether this is like, you know, viable for mass market consumption. There are definitely some like edge case uses for it. And there are a few interesting VR games. I'll give them that. It feels a little backhanded compliment, but, you know, I'll give them that. I just don't know. I don't know if it's for me. We'll see. And then the Steam Machine is definitely the one that I think is most vulnerable to critique. I still... Part of the reason why I threw that question about who is the target market of the Steam Machine, part of why I threw that question out to you guys is because I don't fully understand myself who the target market of the Steam Machine is and like what's Valve's strategy with it. I love trying to like parse this out. Like what was the idea? Was it just because they needed that piece of hardware at the core to tie their whole platform together? To make it a complete ecosystem, they had to build their own PC? Is it going to like take eyes away from the console market? People who are just kind of casually want to dip their toe into PCs, but are overwhelmed by the idea of buying a pre-built or buying one of hundreds of pre-builts, or God forbid building your own PC and understanding what's good and what's bad and whether you're getting ripped off or not. Maybe that's their market with it. It's just... I don't know how big that market is. Especially since they don't advertise in big box stores. Like, until you can find it on Amazon, unfortunately, and like in Walmart and Target in the United States. Excuse me. Basically, I worry that because the main mode of distribution and advertising for these devices is on Steam, that it's going to be harder to capture a market outside of Steam. Because, like, my grandma doesn't know what Steam is. Like, I could explain it to her and she'd still be like, okay, that's nice. What is it? So I feel like it's just gonna be tough to reach people. Okay, I was organizing. This is great content. People love when I organize my inventory in Minecraft. Let's put animal parts in this one. That's always a great box. It's just my box of just gore and carcasses. The dogs are interested. They're like, hell yeah, brother. Even the chickens. gore and carcasses. Let's go. Just animal products, so eggs. Oh yeah, you guys need to go. Oh my god, so much just random crap that could be consolidated. And then I'll wind up sorting these eventually, but you know. And of course, the plant box has to go next to the animal box. Let's go ahead and clear out some of that crap. And we're gonna toss the fungi, the fungi, in with the plants. Taxonomy nerds, don't hunt me down. Let's get Micah's read on the hardware. Micah thinks the Steam controller looks pretty good all around. If the ergonomics keep the good ergonomics of the Steam Deck, then there's not much bad unless it's really pricey. The machine looks good if the price isn't too bad. Frame might be underpowered for standalone and will likely be pretty pricey altogether. That said, Micah thinks all of it could fall apart if they don't have that software polished to a chrome shine. That's a great point. They need to create a cohesive ecosystem to make it all really compelling. Living room gaming, still quoting Micah, has always been really clunky, and if they can fix that, I think they'll really shake the industry. Otherwise, there'll be more fun, nerdy devices. Yeah, I can't. Maybe it's just I've been hurt before. Man, pre-roll ads are on. Really? I don't know if y'all can even hear me right now. I know Micah can because of the Prime subscription, but trying to be mindful of everybody. Yeah, I think that they probably are still gonna fall in that same bucket of fun, nerdy devices. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to break through, I feel, like the Steam Deck did. And maybe because the Steam Deck broke through, there's gonna be more eyes on these devices, and I'm gonna be proven wrong. I'd love to see that. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I love talking about it. My productivity went down at work last Wednesday, for sure. Because I was just like, oh my god, it's finally happening, Steam controller. I gotta read about all these devices. I locked in eventually, but there was about a solid hour there where I was just like, has more information come out? Nice. That one's fairly well organized. Some tools in here. Animal parts or... I guess the goat horn, goat corn, counts as animal parts. Yeah, yeah. Tools. Yes. Throw the coal in there for now. Maybe just like a miscellaneous dirt box. I don't even know what a lodestone does, man. Guess I could look that up. Actually, I learned something today. Did you know you can get birch planks from birch wood? So glad to no longer be plagued by that tooltip. Tools, yes. Micah says the steam machine also looks like it's targeted to the living room with those customizable faceplates. Yes. I saw a wood look faceplate, thought it would look great in a media cabinet. And they did measure, part of the reason they used those specific dimensions in this iteration of the steam machine is that it fits in a 6-inch media center console shelf. So like any random one off the shelf in IKEA, your big box stores, just mass produce TV console furniture, the steam machine will fit in that shelf, which is pretty neat. I mean, it just shows like the thought that I, as a non-hardware designer, never would have put into this thing. Interestingly enough, they said they started the entire design with a fan. They picked the fan first. And they built the entire device around it because, in their words, you can't change the laws of thermodynamics. Which I thought was pretty neat. That makes a lot of sense. I definitely would not have thought to start with the fan when building a custom PC device myself. Random Sweet says, Niviro Remedy. Look it up. Oh, what is that, Random Sweet? Is it also like a home console PC-like experience? Is it like a handheld? Android? Linux? Windows? Never heard of that one. Oh, it's a song. I'm not gonna do the songs on stream, but I'll make a note of that to listen to. I gotta start a stream notepad. Cause I'm always down for a good music rec, and I know that Random Sweet is good for him. Good for those music recommendations. I just searched for every single text editor in Linux, and all I would have had to do was type in the word text, and it would have pulled it up. All right, Random Sweet, I got that recommendation written down. Appreciate that, man. Maybe I'll give it a listen, and next stream I'll let you know what I think. I've had some earworms stuck in my head, man. I've been listening to, gosh, probably like once a day for the past few months. This is just kind of like an earworm that won't get out of my head. Is Dylan Thomas. The song's name is Dylan Thomas by Better Oblivion Community Center. The song came out during like Trump's first term, like 2018, 2019, pre-pandemic is what I'm trying to say. And man, it still applies today. And I find myself like singing the lyrics every so often. It's got a really good melody to it. Phoebe Bridgers' voice is just fantastic. Just a great song. And anyway, that's what's been stuck in my head here recently. All right, thanks for hanging out, Micah. Heading out to a Scouts Award ceremony. Good chatting as always, man. Look at all this stuff in here. Oh, dang, I've got a serious amount of hardware still sitting around. I'll need a standalone wood chest as well. That's for sure. 16 blocks of iron plus over 2 stacks of ingots. I'm doing really good on that front. I guess Heart of the Sea is an ore? We had treat it like that? I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's call this like the miscellaneous building blocks chest. Get the wood out of there. Get the pumpkins out. Just put stone. Got an extra bed that we don't need. That's a Betty White, of course, along with a Black Betty. So yeah, looping back around, I think I'm gonna work on getting my training plan all set up and ready to go in Garmin. So I can wake up every morning and I'll know exactly how far I need to run and how fast. In order to prepare myself for 250 freaking miles. equally excited and concerned on that front. I think a fire charge is technically an animal product, right? That's a plant. Treat that like ore. That's a tool. That's a tool. That's a tool I probably don't need anymore. Prismarine crystals. Ore, kind of. Call this one wood. Random Swede will wait and see what people say about the new hardware before they buy anything right now. Don't really have the money. Yeah, like I was saying, man, I think I'm gonna do the same thing. I gotta see how the reviews are. Generally, I trust Valve, but also, you know, that's a lot of stinking money. So I'm not gonna just buy some blindly buy some hardware like that. Oh wow, there's a lot of. Gosh, I gotta clean out that freaking chest too. See, wool, animal product. Toss it in there. Oh, that's wool. I don't even know. I'll figure that out. I'll look it up eventually. What the heck is lodestone? Animal product. I just have to do this, otherwise it would just drive me crazy. What? The warped mycelium, I guess I'm gonna put it in with plants. I'll put it down the bottom right. That's kind of like my filler spot for blocks I don't know what to do with. Probably need a separate, like, deep blocks chest. But, that's fine. Lots of tools in here. Basically just nearly empty out this chest. Thank goodness I got all that extra meat from the original cow pit. Anybody have anything they're looking forward to this week? This is my last full work week until December, because next week Americans get most Americans will get 2 days off for Thanksgiving, the last Thursday and Friday of November. So I'm looking forward to that. Zeta and I drove up to my hometown yesterday. It's like 4 hours up and 4 hours back down for my cousin's baby shower. And we're going to be making that same drive for Thanksgiving next week. Where's the obsidian at? There we go. Put the obsidian and crying obsidian together. I've cut down so many trees. It's kind of awesome. Before Random Speed gets any of the new hardware, we'll get a new PC. That'll definitely cost a bit. Yep. Yeah, that's why. PC comes first. So for Lasher, Old School RuneScape has a new skill dropping this week, so a lot of their free time is going to be taken. I didn't... Here's how little I know about Old School RuneScape. I'm not proud of this. It's just, I played the hell out of RuneScape 2, back in like 2005. I've been kind of clean ever since, you know? So I didn't even know they were adding new things to Old School RuneScape. I thought it was just like a frozen in time, like 2007 era RuneScape. That's interesting. And also pretty hype. I'm happy for you. I remember people would grind by making like strings of campfires just repeatedly across the entire world. I remember grinding mining in this little mine shaft that had these giant scorpions in it, which were scary for my level 5 character. Oh. I remember people wanting a bunch of chicken feathers for some reason. So like, an easy way to get money as just like a noob RuneScape player was to like sit in that chicken coop that's near Lumbridge. Is that the name of the starter town? And just slaughter chickens as they spawned and then just get paid by more experienced players who just didn't have time to lower themselves to that peasant work. You know. Lasher says it was originally planned to be a frozen copy of the game from a backup they had in 2007. Wow, I wonder... I mean, you probably know this from experience. Personally, I'm just wondering, how did they make that decision to start up development again and not just have it be this frozen in time copy? Like, how do you add things and change things without just making some portion of the audience very angry? That's got to be tough because you're playing with people's nostalgia and you're playing with like 20 years of experience at that point. I mean, clearly, Jagex, is that how you pronounce the name of that company that makes it? Clearly they haven't figured out because Old School RuneScape is still hella popular from what I understand. Chickens in the farm by the cow pen. That was Lasher's spot to post up early game. Hell yeah. I didn't get much farther beyond that. I mostly just played it in the computer lab in high school. Like, we'd finish our typing classes, and I would just... Why did I put all this... What did I do? Why did I put all this in here? This is not ore. Anyway. Losing my mind over here. I think it's also probably time to create a crafting bench. An enchanting room. Not a crafting bench. Let's get some of these things out here. Yep. Looks good. Of course. Lasher says that was a big problem. There's a big originalist mindset at the genesis of it. I get it. I mean, I get it. Like, Sandapants was in here earlier, and when we first started playing Minecraft together, we played on a server that was vanilla, and every time someone suggested it'd be a little bit more convenient if we just added a teeny tiny little mod to it, I was like, no! It's vanilla! We're playing vanilla! We can't change it! We can't mod it! That's against the whole spirit of the server! And people are understandably like, well, it'd just be the same game, but more convenient if we added this one little mod. And I told, as I mentioned to Alpine Giant, iconically, years ago at this point on stream, it's a slippery slope! Oh, and everyone has a different ideas where that line is drawn. I bet in a community like RuneScape, that would just be a mess, just from the sheer amount of people who have all this, like, again, nostalgia tied up in it. Lasher writes, but the polling system, nice, and game charter when it first came out were a big part of it. Only updates that reach a 75% yes-no vote can make it into the game. That is an absurdly high bar for a group of people to agree on something. That is impressive. That was literally the discussion for old school RuneScape for everything for the first 3 to 5 years. That would be maddening, though. Oh, so I'm sure that there were, like, you know, the online equivalent of letter writing campaigns. People going, like, door to door on old school RuneScape forum profiles, just being like, can you support my measure, please? We're at 73.4%, and your support would really help. I want to add an extra type of bird to the game that has different feathers. I wanna add extra levels to my yew tree farming. Whatever that stat is. Oh yeah, everybody has an opinion. Isn't that just the internet in a nutshell? Oh my god. I'm fascinated. Maybe I'm just old. I think I'm more fascinated by the social dynamic than the game itself. Oh, I'm just standing on Black Betty. I could be sleeping the entire time. Oh man, am I gonna go? I'm gonna go into like a old school RuneScape sociology deep dive. Like, yeah, I haven't played RuneScape since 2009, but I have a professorship in RuneScape sociology. Call me Dr. Shasta. Spent 4 years of my life observing them in the wild. All these RuneScapers. I'm just scared of online games anymore, man. I think that, you know, I'll just find the right one and it'll eat my life again. I've just got too many responsibilities now. I think I'm just... That's why Twitch is a nice dynamic. You know, there's single player games, but there's also like people watching over your shoulder being like, why don't you feed those chickens, bro? And I'll be like, shit, I didn't think about chickens for the past 40 minutes. You're right. In a short answer, RuneScape 3 player base was dropping, and old school RuneScape ended up picking up the player count with the updates that made it into that game. So, I apologize. So you don't have to answer my question, Slasher. I could easily Google this stuff when I'm off stream, and to be honest, I probably will. But surely there's still like a dedicated player base for RuneScape 3, right? So did that effectively split the player base? There's probably still people who are like rabidly still RuneScape 3 supporters. Like, why would I ever play old school RuneScape when 3 is bigger than 2? 3 is bigger than 2. Why are you still playing old school? What a fascinating dynamic. To the point where old school RuneScape had enough players and revenue to devote their own dev team. Oh, okay, so they weren't like, you know, taking devs from RuneScape 3 necessarily. And it had steady growth. That's freaking cool. What a joy for those players who were just holding on to RuneScape 2 all those years. Suddenly it's coming back. God, that'd be so hype. Wow, oh, of course I made 15 bookshelves. I only had that many books. It did split the community. Old school RuneScape has been bigger than RuneScape 3 since probably 2015, 2016. I want the tea, man. I kind of want to like poke the bear. I want to find a RuneScape 3 player and be like, hey, so what do you think about these nostalgia bastards who just couldn't let go of 2? Couldn't appreciate a good thing like 3, huh? Just tell me all about it. Tell me how you really feel. I'd be that guy. That's fair, Lasher. Enough rambling. Back to the regularly scheduled Minecraft shenanigans. I appreciate you humoring me. What's this one book leftover stuff? Guess I did. My diamond sword is almost new and is unenchanted, so let's go ahead and do that. And actually, I want those I want that wood back. Please and thank you. Gotta have a chest for my lapis lazuli. Oh, shit. Actually, let's keep making chests. So I'll have one for tools. Maybe. That I want to enchant. Any extra stuff? Then, did I not have, yes, an anvil, which was completely unused. That is just the most severe noise. It's like the volume when you place an anvil, nothing else in Minecraft matches it. It's just your level, your volume level could be on like 1 and it's still deafening. All right. Got our lapis. Let's see what kind of sword we get here. Oh, it's already... Sorry. It's already enchanted with Unbreaking 3. Which is absolute trash. I guess I could... Are these all enchanted? They are all enchanted. And they're all trash. Time to make some books. I guess I make another bow. I have more than 3 string now. I don't have to hoard it as much. Sticks. Wood is up here. Alright, let's see what kind of badass bow we can make. Power 4, that's a good start. Cross fingers. Just power 4. Did they nerf enchantments? Like, you just get worse enchantments now? It's usually just like 1 enchantment? Doesn't seem like they're stacking as much. That's another question for Google, not my Twitch chat. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm expressing my feelings. I'll put this bow away. Yo, we have cleared out a solid scar. Look at this. Got some rolling hills here now. No trees to cover it up. You can kind of get an idea of what you could build here. Once you remove all the pigs. I mean, exactly. Twitch chat is better than Google. It's instantaneous and I don't have to type. It's like, you know, who needs all these data centers with AI in them? Just ask Twitch chat. Twitch Plays Pokemon had this figured out in 2014. It's a resource of knowledge and shenanigans that you only regret 20% of the time. Well, folks, as I look out at this lovely landscape, I think that I'm probably going to call it a day here. We did some good things, though. Cleared out some woods, explored that freaking cave and... Oh, what do you call it? The mine shaft? Took on some poisonous spiders. Oh, man, I start an intro the moment that we get into Twitch Plays Pokemon. I loved Twitch Plays Pokemon. That was a magical few days there in the beginning. We'll have to catch back up next time, but thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you, as always, for the company, the conversation, and the song recommendations. So I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I'm here just without Zeta, without my partner for a few days. So you might see more of me. No promises, but we'll see. I got some time to fill. So, as always, take care of yourselves out there. Approach life with love. And also, Stand up for what you believe as long as what you believe is right. I'm the Shasta One. Take care. I'll catch you next time. Happy crafting.